My name is Ryanne Lindsey. Today is September 15th, 2013. I am recording a video for Individual Counseling Class Project Video Number 1. Hi, how are you doing?
Doing good.
Good. Well, before we get started, I wanted to address a little bit about the confidentiality that's going to be kept. Everything that you say to me throughout these sessions will be kept confidential. I'll only be sharing this with my classmates and my teachers. However, unless there's an instance that I feel like you are in jeopardy or someone around you is going to be harmed, I will then have to break confidentiality and bring someone else in to assist me. But otherwise, everything you say will be kept confidential. Are there any questions about that?
No, I don't think so. I don't think I have any questions.
Okay, good. Well, go ahead and tell me a little bit about what brought you in today.
Well, what brought me in today was, to be honest with you, was alcohol.
Okay. And what specifically about alcohol do you feel like is getting in your way?
Oh, there's a whole bunch of things. Uncontrollable anger. Lost relationships, friends and family, and women I've dated. Pretty much a lot.
So what I hear you saying is you feel like you've lost a lot of relationships based on events that happen when you're drinking?
Yeah.
Okay. So how has that affected you?
Well, it's affected me because, I've lost people that I'd been friends with for numbers of years, people that I considered family. And so, that hurts, it's just a terrible thing because of something I can't control, and also, really, not just friendships, luckily I have the family I have, but, like past relationships, so.
And I heard you mention that it was out of your control. How do you feel like this situation is out of your control? What do you feel like you do not have control of?
Well, I don't have control of myself whenever I drink. I start just drinking and drinking and drinking and drinking and, everything's going nice, everything having a great time, and then, get past that point to where it's, it's not fun anymore. Then, it's not a friendly deal. It's more of a, really don't know how to explain it. Just I don't have the self-control to stop when I need to stop. And then it's kind of a downward spiral to where, I hurt others around me with what I say and, the actions that, that occur from not stopping.
Okay. So how many nights a week would you say that you drink?
I drink probably 5 nights a week. Heavily, about, like, when I say heavily, I mean just become uncontrollable probably, I don't know, probably 3 to maybe 4 of those nights. It just really depends.
Okay. And when you say 3 out of 4 of those 5 nights that you do drink, 3 or 4 of them are heavily drinking. And can you think of any instance that's happened lately that you could share with me when you felt like you were out of control?
Yeah. Probably about 2 weeks ago, started super early in the morning, watching football and stuff like that, hanging out with some friends, and, next thing you know, it starts out with a couple, and then a couple more come about, and the next thing you know, been drinking and throwing down beer and shots for 12 hours,
And were there any relationships that you felt were hurt in the process?
Yeah, I feel like, I don't know about how recent, but as far as what you were asking, maybe, but people that, I guess that kind of hardly knew me, had known me maybe for a couple of weeks or something like that, because this is just recent from what you're asking. They hadn't known me for a couple of weeks or whatever, never seen that side of me. So, whenever I get, when I got super faded, it was kind of something that they were taken aback by. They were just, they couldn't believe it,
So you feel like people that don't know you very well, and then when they see the side of you, they're sort of standoffish. They feel like it's better to stay away.
Well, yeah, in a way, I guess, because, for the most part, throughout the day, I won't say for the most part, but throughout the day, whenever I'm taking care of what I have to take care of personally to with my work and everything like that, I don't drink, and so I'm a total different person than I am whenever I do drink. Whenever I do drink heavily at that, when I get past that point to where I don't care,
And how does it make you feel when they step back?
Well, I'm embarrassed.
Okay.
There's just something that I feel embarrassed about, and kind of ashamed that I conduct myself in that way, and others that it's just make it seem like or make it to where these people who really enjoy being around me, don't want to be around me. So that's a tough deal. I guess something that, that's just something I have to deal with, I guess, and obviously I don't do a very good job of dealing with it.
Well, it sounds like what you're saying is you feel embarrassment and you feel ashamed when you do behave this way.
Mm-hmm.
So, is there maybe a situation we could try to refrain from behaving in what you're used to, creating those habits that you're normally used to? For example, maybe you could try taking a break from drinking for 30 days. See if you could last 30 days. Is that something that maybe you'd be interested in trying?
It's something I would be interested in trying. The deal is I really don't know if I trust myself enough to be able to do that, and that's kind of, I guess.
Well, I think the first step is that you've come to see me in the first place. And so I think that was the first step. The second step, I think, if you're ready for it, we could try, maybe if not today, but the next session, shoot for going 30 days without drinking, 60 days without drinking. So if you're feeling like maybe that's a little much for considering it as our first session, how about maybe you could start keeping a journal.
A journal about how I am whenever I'm drinking, or just how I feel?
A journal about how you feel the day after.
The day after.
Okay. And then...
I don't know if I'd want to write. I just don't. Well, I guess maybe that... I don't know.
What are your reasons for saying that you wouldn't want to read what you wrote?
Because I just don't want to relive how the night went.
Okay. Well, if you are up for it, I would like for you to try it at least once. And you don't even have to necessarily let me read it.
Really?
But it might be good for you to be able to relive what you've experienced. Because from what I hear you saying is you aren't proud of the way you're behaving. Exactly. And you have come to me to work on this. So, maybe we could start taking baby steps to get you to where you feel comfortable with yourself again.
Yeah.
Okay, so for your homework, I would like for you to keep a journal the day after. Are there any questions for me?
No. Not right now. I don't think. I don't have anything just to really ask you about, I guess.
Okay, well, I will see you again in a week, and we will pick up where we left off.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.
And we will see you soon.
Okay.
Have a great day.